Alafia Abaro Aboye Abosheshe Abo Ato Asaru Oworio Fun Ikabo Ikale Ikasan, whatever time you're viewing this video, faith that you're viewing it with good health and good peace. Ashe. Welcome to the ODU study group of the African Traditional Religious Academy. I'll be your instructor, Baba Kuwa Fijakomo Yoka. And today we are continuing the Òyékù sessions. We are speaking about Òyékù Òkànràn. What is this ODU trying to emphasize to us, Ashe? This ODU speaks about relationships. It speaks about companionship. It speaks about business deals. It speaks about the success of women. It speaks about the prosperity of children, Ashe. This ODU emphasizes to women to take care of themselves. This ODU emphasizes that women should step more into their leadership. They should step more into their responsibilities and their duties, Ashe. This is the empowerment of women. This ODU is going to speak about the empowerment of the community as well, and that you should respect and take care of the women and the children. And this is the community ethics that this ODU is speaking about. Ashe. This ODU reminds women to take care of themselves and to not disrespect themselves and not to be humiliated. Ashe. It speaks about the power and how to avoid embarrassment. And this is very important when it comes to the moral principles that this ODU is trying to teach about. It is trying to teach about the standards and the moral ethics of us, and that we must rise those moral ethics so we can respect ourselves, so we can walk with true leadership. And as we do that, and as we distribute power and resource, we're able to have a true village, a true community. Ashe. Once again, this ODU warns against embarrassment, not putting ourselves in certain situations to receive humiliation. Ashe. This ODU is going to remind people that traveling is part of your destiny, but you need to be careful and precautious when it comes to traveling. Why does this ODU speak about not traveling for 7 days? Ashe. This is the danger in partnerships. They're trying to remind us that we must know where we are in the process and to be watchful of dangers that is around us. So it prescribes to you that you should stay in the house for 7 days. And this could be difficult for the person that's under this ODU, because this ODU also says that traveling is part of your destiny. Ashe. And remember that this ODU says to us that we must know which part of the process that we are in. This is self-evaluation. Ashe. The only way you become a true leader is from self-evaluation. The only way you gain authority is by being completely transparent and honest about where you are in the process. This gives you full power back to make the decisions and choose which options will help you grow for self-sustainability. And this is what this ODU is going to remind us when it comes to the children. And this ODU tells us that prosperity will come to the home from the children, and that children is one of our most grand and precious investments. Ashe. And we must make those investments under this ODU. Ashe. This ODU is when Ajay seeked out a husband, and this births the companionship between women and men. And this is why men under this ODU must remember to respect women. Men under this ODU cannot commit adultery and have infidelitous ways. They must not abuse their women mentally or physically. This ODU was the ODU that was cast from Magaba Be Ola. This was the child of Ashelele Ade Shelona. Ashe. This was the ODU in the Padaki. This ODU of Òyékù Òkànràn comes with a Padaki that speaks about Likan. Right? Likan was the king of Gamelo. And he went and had Ifa cast for him, and Òyékù Òkànràn is what came back. And Likan was a king. He was ruling over his lands. So he went to go cast Ifa to see if he would be if he would have prosperity during his reign. And Ifa reminded him that he must stay clean, that he must take care of his wives, and that he must give and distribute power and responsibility to the women that is inside of the community. In this way, he would have a great leadership amongst him. And he did such. And Li Khan had one of the most successful kingdoms in the land. Ashe. This Odu will remind us about the power of women. This is what this Pataki is trying to remind us. That women has a divine connection with the universe, with this dimension. Many people ask, is Olodumare a man or a woman? And I have to believe that the feminine energy of this universe has to be and has to belong to a woman. Ashe? So this is why you see Olodumare sometimes spoken about in the feminine aspect. This is why Ayami, right? This is why Oshoranga is so present, right? And this is why Ajay is present during this Odu. We understand that they considered Ajay to be a term for witch a long time ago. And this was the westernized thinking of taking our term of Ajay and making it into witch. Ashe? But we have a different conversation, a different perspective of what a witch is when it comes to Ifa Asheshe. We are speaking about a woman who can deal, communicate, and operate and appease spirits more than any other organism or species in this world can. When a woman gets to singing those orekes, when a woman gets to praying and saying her majuba, the portals open up faster, longer, and more wide than a man can. This is proven spiritually. This is why you see those women elected in spiritual spaces. This is why the Ayanifa is so important. This is why the Ojubana is so important, Ashe. So this is what this Odu is trying to remind us. And remember, this Odu speaks about that it could be conflicts around investments. It could be conflicts around business deals. It could be conflicts around you investing in something for a long-term abundance. And what is the grand most top investment? It is your children. So make sure you are laying down moral ethics and principles for your family and your household. If you are a man or a woman, make sure your household has standards and you are moving with morals so you can attract higher vibrational things. And so you can be at least more educated and open-minded about maneuvering through this universe. Ashe. This Odu will tell us that you must take personal accountability. You must take personal responsibility for where you are in the process. And you must learn how to give responsibility and give powers and empowerment to the other people that is around you. This is not only leadership of self, but this is leadership of the community. Ashe. Now, there are many taboos for this Odu. You have to stay indoors. Do not eat corn or vultured meat. Do not drink alcohol. Do not mistreat women or do not abuse children. And do not hit children. Ashe. The professions for this Odu, you should be a priestess, an engineer, or an agricultural occupation. Ashe. In this Odu, there are many Orisa that is present. Understand that Osun is present. Oba is present. Specifically as Su and Igbe is present. Ori is present. Sengo and Obadala and Aye and Yimoja is present. Ashe. And this is the Odu. And, Yaya used to say that this Odu has a supporting Odu, which is Ode Ogbe. Is the supporting Odu. This is when you place Ode Ogbe, I believe, on the left, and you place Òyékù Òkànràn on the right. Ashe. And of course, this Odu prescribes for us to give ebo for these accounts. Now, there's many different ebos, and I won't put them here in the videos. I've been recommended, let's say, to not put so much let's just say recipes for ebos inside of these videos. If you need the ebo for this Odu, reach out to us and we can conduct that properly for you. Ashe. So Power's Ultimate Families, with all faith that you have retained some of this information in your notes, with all faith that I have cleared some of this for this Odu up for you, and you have received information, knowledge, and wisdom from this time we have shared together. Ashe, families. For everyone who is not subscribed in the Patreon, because this video will go out to YouTube. For everyone who is not subscribed, have a subscribed membership in the Patreon, and you want more ODU study classes and more information about the ODUs broken down on a more general process in English, definitely join the membership. African Traditional Religious Academy on Patreon. We do have open membership. We do have 3 to 4 tiers. So I share Bagoon families. Everyone stay healthy out there. Everyone stay faithful and follow the advice of Ifa. Adabo.